Shelby traffic PPG ultralight trike is taking off from the east fields. I'll stick around the airport below 500 feet for a few minutes and then depart to the north. Oh yeah, let's get my helmet tight. Roll on throttle. Good there. Oh, it's been a while. That feels good. Check the lines again. Everything's good. Oh boy, that breeze feels good. It's getting hot down there. It's starting to sweat. Now it's all evaporating away. They've put all the grass in bales. Oh, this feels good. Smell smoke. But looking out at that smokestack there, it looks like the winds are pretty calm. That's in line with what the winds aloft said on whatever app that is I use for that. Alright, let's depart to the north. No traffic in the area. There's nothing on the radio. Make sure my radio is on while I'm trying to change the channel. There we go. Alright, come on. Alright, the sun is just about in my eyes. It is 7:04. Sunset is at 8:12 in Shelby in this area tonight. So, I feel comfortable when we stay up for an hour. Hopefully we'll get some good sunset pictures in. Here we're at 500 feet. Get over after this and we'll start climbing a little bit more after I get out of the padding area. It feels good to be up though. So a few weeks ago I flew out here and my camera wasn't working, so there was no voice, so I did not make a video for that. Although I did take some screenshots of Gaggle and FlySkyHy just to kind of show the difference and stuff. I was talking about one of the things I like, and I guess I could talk a little bit about it now, as long as this voice is coming through. If not, I'll have to do a voiceover. But one of the things I said I liked about SkyHy in my last conversation was I can see my waypoints on FlySkyHy. On Gaggle, you do have the optional waypoints, and you can set them up to fly a route, and you can see your waypoints. But if you're not flying a route and you're just bebopping around like I do 90% of the time, sometimes it's nice to see your waypoints and just, oh, I'm going to pop over and see Caroline Airport, a little grass strip or something, because I didn't realize I was close to it or something like that. So that's one thing I like. Overall, I do like Gaggle better, but that was the one thing I like. I do think I could see the screen too, just a bit better. Right now I can't see nothing because I'm flying into the sun, but that'll go down, and when I turn around I'll be flying back. I should have some really clear visibility on my way back. It's rough flying like this. so. I hope my voice is still recording. I'll idle down a little bit, but I'm over 2,000 feet AGL, 300 or over 3,000 feet MSL, and it is nice and cool up here. In fact, my hands are just very comfortable and stuff. So I'm gonna guess maybe even might have hit 69, 70 degrees right around there. It feels really good. Get me all nice and cooled off before I gotta do all the work when I get back of folding up the wing and getting everything packed away. That's one thing you learn when you get into paramotors. It's a lot of work to take off and a lot of work after you land to put everything away. But just like anything else, this is the reward for it. I love doing it. I'm actually contemplating getting out of it just because like so little I've got to fly. I think June was the only month I got to fly more than a few times. I think July was twice. This is my first time in August. July might have only been one, but this is only the 4th or 5th time I've been up in the summer between work, family, and weather. It'd be different if I lived closer to an LZ and I had more time to do it. So I don't think retirement is too far away for me, but 5 years seems like a long time from right now. But the way time's been going lately, especially since I hit my 50s, it's like, man. And then, of course, the check engine light comes on your body and it doesn't go away. And you got to deal with all that stuff, too. All right, been in the air for 30 minutes. Says I could make it back in 13, 14 minutes to the LZ if I went straight back to it. I'd like to stay up until the sun goes down. I don't know how it's going to look, though, because it is so neat. And that's the problem with flying high. You really I catch radios all the way from Lake Norman, which is about 50 miles away from here. But once you're up high, you start picking up all the other Unicoms. If this is something you're thinking to get into, man, this is freedom. I fly by myself the majority of the time just because there's really nobody else out this way that flies. There's a few people a little farther west that I'd like to fly with, and there's some people a little farther east than me that I'd like to fly with too. But I don't mind flying alone. I'm coming up on October will be 2 years that I've been flying since I first soloed down at One Up Adventures. But it has been slow going. I think I have somewhere right around 40 hours in 2 years. That's not a whole lot of flying. And I know some of the people I know around here, they started flying long after me. I think there's one in Hickory, a friend that I've talked to a few times, Caleb. He's already getting his tandem exemption, so I know he's got 100 hours or pretty close to it. I wish I had that much time to fly. But it's okay. Part of me is like, this is a bucket list item that I've conquered and did. So even if I did stop doing it, I'm happy that I've done it. Okay, so I'm recording the screen right now, so just to show, like, I would normally probably have a few waypoints in here. I'm coming up on the drive-in. That's one of my waypoints and stuff. And you see, I can't see it. I can't see my whole flight path that I've done now, which is pretty cool. I can see my MSL altitude, my above height, above the ground level altitude.
Traffic number 916, it's on the go, runway 1.
I can see my climb rate and descent rate, although that's not very accurate, I've noticed on Gaggle. So I think that is a little more accurate on FlySkyHy, to be honest with you. And down at the bottom right, it tells you the wind direction and speed. Down the bottom left, it tells you your direction and speed. I have 8.8 liters of fuel if I put in the fuel right. I always start off with 2 liters less than what I had when I say it, so I may actually have closer to 10, and I do my burn rate at 5 liters per hour, which I'm at 4 point something, so I try to do a little burn rate, but I'd rather be on the side of safety than anything else. Now the other interesting thing is it does tell me there's 3 planes in my area. I'm not seeing them on this map. When they do come in the map, it'll show me the plane. If they have a transponder with altitude, it'll even show me the altitude that they're at, which is pretty nice. But I do really like that fact because most general aviation pilots, if not all, have transponders in their plane. So it is super nice to be able to know that there's traffic in my area. Sweet. Woohoo! That felt good. And look at that sunset. I'm gonna have to get out and get a picture of that pretty quick, but that is gorgeous. So thanks for coming along for the ride. Hopefully I'll get this picture of the sunset on my regular camera and you guys will see it.